Now, the White House has confirmed that Joe Biden and Donald Trump will meet in the coming week. Our global affairs editor John Lyons is in Washington, D.C. for us. John, what can you tell us about this upcoming meeting?
Well, Fauzia, President Biden is trying to make a point that he is going to ensure a smooth transition, and the subtext to that, of course, is in code almost, in contrast to what happened, last time, of course, when Joe Biden moved into the White House and Donald Trump very reluctantly moved out. But nonetheless, President Biden has extended the invitation. Mr. Trump has accepted it. So next Wednesday, local time here, which will be late Wednesday night, Australian time, Donald Trump will turn up to the White House. It'll be quite an amazing and incredible moment, given the history of this situation and between the two men. And Donald Trump will then be given, another tour of a place he's lived in for 4 years. So, what is positive about this is there appears to be cooperation. The Biden team, the White House, have reached out to Donald Trump's team and said, what do you need? How can we do it? The Trump team is responding in kind. So the positive news is that it looks like the transition is going to be smooth as possible.
Now, there are reports today, too, that the Trump camp are starting to look at options to resolve the war in Ukraine. Have you got the details on that so far? That's right. What's happened is a man called Bryan Lanza, who was an advisor, a strategist who's worked on 2 of Donald Trump's campaigns, has given an interview to the BBC. It's quite revealing, really, because he's obviously spent a lot of time with Donald Trump or those around him. And he's basically saying that on Ukraine, that what he's suggesting what Donald Trump will want is to suggest to Volodymyr Zelenskyy, the leader of Ukraine, that essentially, if you're not prepared to accept some sort of compromise, then America will be very upset by that. And obviously there's the implication of funding through NATO. Now, what he's also saying is essentially Crimea is lost, that Volodymyr Zelenskyy has often said that our aim is to recapture all of the land Russia has taken, the 20% inside the main area of Ukraine, and then Crimea itself, which the Russians took in 2014. Now, Bryan Lanza is essentially saying, forget about Crimea, it's not on the agenda anymore, it's gone. And he's suggesting that Volodymyr Zelenskyy should be prepared to accept perhaps that he loses the 20% that Russia has taken. Now, that's an incredible pill for the Ukrainians to swallow, but it's pretty clear that that's going to be the Trump position on this.